Oh wait, I was supposed to. Oh, I messed up. Oh, it's whatever. It's fine. It's okay. Let's just. It's gonna appear slowly. Sorry. I was supposed to be ahead on that. My bad. Oh frick! Did I? Okay, I remembered to mute the stream too. Oh, what? That's the wrong one. This was supposed to be this one. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. Welcome everyone to the stream. Yep. Welcome to another dev stream. I just put like whatever for today's stream because I don't really want to work on sprites. So we're gonna look at what I need to do and then plan it and then like start doing it. If I don't put the wrong thing again. I almost just put the YouTube stream up again. Oh yeah, by the way, here's what the Remnants Road looks like. It's like a long fence, and then there's a fence, and then there's more fence, and there's fence. And actually where there's a separation line, that's where there's no that's where there's an invisible wall, so I can show off. Here's what it kind of looks like. You go like this way. Each of these is going to be something you can collect, probably. Yeah, every single thing that's not just purple is going to be something you collect. And then there's a wall here. And then the wall goes here. And I made sure that, it's not like an actual just like fence. It's 3 a.m. for you? Anyway, yeah, that's this place. It actually is 3 a.m. for you. I know the meme, obviously. Sorry, my 3DS is in the way. I'll move that away. Uh-oh. So, yeah, let me take a look in here. What can I do that's like simple to do? Not simple. What are things in general that I need to do actually? That's probably better. Let me get my documentation open. Oh, I was making a magic shield matchup. Wait, that's something I could do. All right, I'm doing that one. I'm doing that. I'm doing the auto battle system. Turn timer. Yes. Handle resource changes, handle end of turn effects, handle start of turn effect. Yep, this is all the same thing that's in the thing. All the same thing that's in the documentation. Okay. So I should probably I guess I should set up I need to do a handle for like handle resource changes, handle end of turn effects, handle start of turn effects. Yeah, I remember that I wrote this. Okay. We need to have funk handle combat in some way. And what handle combat will require a few things. Combat pieces. And I have a enum. Actually, wait. Hmm. So handle combat for combat. Hmm. So we're gonna handle combat. That means I probably need to pass it. Actually, this shouldn't be a combat thing. This should be handle attack. Honestly. Or maybe even just like handle card effect. Or even just handle effect, because we would need actually, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, we can do it this way. There'd be like an effect and a target. Those two need to be passed to there. And then we need to read some things from the target and the effect. Which means it's time for me to look at base mob again. Which has nothing in it. Yeah, it's always Godot. I got nothing in base mob, huh? Alright, I gotta make a base mob then. So mobs are gonna have like... They're gonna have a typing too. So we need this stuff. Except this time it's gonna be called elemental types. There's probably... I should probably put this in like a thing. Right. Let me change this. Yeah, I should just put all these elemental types in a thing. And then have it be a global. We'll call this just tags. At this point, just call them tags. And then I'm gonna put tags. We're gonna go enum elemental types. Actually, I'm just gonna copy it. Oh wait, no, frick, I actually didn't. Okay. We'll just copy it from here. No, I remember that there was always a saying in computer science class, and that you should never copy and paste any code. Ever. Actually. Here I am copying and pasting. What you can actually do though is cut and paste. That one is okay. Copying and pasting is usually apparently wrong. Anyway, yeah. No, it's apparently like bad practice to do that. Like if you're using the same piece of code again, you know. Anyway, these ones can stay here. I think the player has some that I can put in here. I think that these character classes can be put into the tags thing. Yeah, it technically is. Anyway, let me go just we're gonna go take the system, that in there, add, and then whenever I go back to character or player, we'll say tags dot. So does it know? Oh good, it knows. Okay. And then we have to do the same thing with these ones. With the card effect. Get rid of this. And then tags elemental types. I think this can stay here because those are really specific to cards. And that's actually it. Dang, that's a lot of inventory stuff. Oh yeah, wait. I was working on that at some point too, huh? The inventory. Right. I think I'm gonna use character class for something else. But I'm not too sure. Actually, there's probably some point that I'm going to use that. These tags. Yeah, they do. Anyway, oh, I never changed the description of this. Alright, whatever. I was in auto battle system and I need to make. Actually no, I was in base and I was in base mob and I need to change this to tags.elemental type. There. Yeah, apparently there's also one that's like this. There's like a percent symbol. And that, wait, no, actually, am I getting it backwards? Yeah, there's a percent symbol one that means like, I think it means something like, it's unique. There's only that one. I honestly did not really know about these either, actually. Anyway, yeah, actually, the mob thing. I haven't even actually planned too much for mobs yet. Because, you know, they're gonna be very simple, but maybe they should just do like a set of different moves. A set of different kinds of moves, not like specific moves each. I don't think I'm gonna make mobs so complicated. I'm not gonna make them do things like gain armor or defenses. They're just gonna have health and that's it. Nothing else. Therefore, I am not stealing from Slay the Spire. I am not stealing from Slay the Spire. I am not stealing from Slay the Spire. And now I am not stealing from Slay the Spire appears before me. Okay. Yeah, those are the effect tags. You know what? Actually, these should probably be in here, huh? Those should be in the tags. Every tag should be in effect tags, huh? And then let me go back up to the card effect. Oops. All cards will have these because if you know, actually that's probably just generally a good idea to have every tag in one place so that I can use other systems to check the things. So this one can have an elemental type. All of those. And actually that helps. That helps a lot for doing something in handle effect. Handles what happens when a card does something. / enemy move does something. I should probably, you know what, actually I'm not coding those parts yet, so I'm gonna do this then. The only thing I can do currently with this right now is actually wait. I should make a mob move. I should make like a mob move. That's what I need to do. And you know, I think it's dawning on me, base card effect Do those need to be Node 2Ds actually? Maybe they do. And they like attach the animated effect maybe or something. Yeah, you know what? That actually does need to be a Node 2D. This is the mob attack. And it'll be in NPCs. It'll be in mobs, and it'll just say we'll put it in there. I probably will just make this super simple actually. I need a script. I'll say var at export var elemental type, and then it'll take from tags that elemental types, and then we're gonna have an at export. Whoops. We're actually gonna go into tags, and we're gonna have. Oh yeah, wait. I think I made a damage effect thing, right? Oh, I just made it a boolean. Okay. Gotcha. I will do the same thing for base mob's attack or mob attack. Except I'm going to make all these exports because the mob attacks are going to be very, very simple. Is DOT? Cool. It really is funny how you can't see it, but because of Donald. But Godot, it turns DOT into dot. There's nothing I can do about it. Actually, you know what? I should probably do add export var damage int. All mob attacks will just be damage, I think. They're never gonna be able to heal themselves. You can't heal ever. I can do like this, right? To make it default to 1 turn. Actually, I guess default should be 0. I'm not sure. If it's a damage over time though, you know. Also, I need to make this be a class name. Mob attack. This is for something later. I think this is all the things I need actually. Yeah, this is pretty much it. Okay. Now I can actually do something here in an auto battle system. If effect is mob attack. Whoops. Did I put a parentheses? Then we need to do some stuff. And then I should just call this card effect. Alright, I have damage effect, I have block effect. Did I ever make I never made a heal effect. Okay. Let me make a heal effect. Oops. Almost overwrote block effect. And with this one, we're going to extend, and I'm going to have this say class name. We're not going to put anything in here yet. We're just going to say class name healing effect for now. Because I want to take auto battle system and then check if effect is Effect is that. Then we need to do... Can I use a match case here? Am I allowed to... Dang it. What did I... I think I did that, didn't I? Actually, maybe I can use a... I just double checked if Donald escaped. There's something in here that lets me check what type it is, right? Or maybe there wasn't. I could have sworn there was a way for me to just like, there was like a thing. Maybe I can use a match. This would be a nested match though. This would be a nested switch case. Which would be kind of crazy, honestly. Hmm. Match case with types. Godot. Match should work for type matching. It's an issue though. Hmm. Okay, wait. Did I use this? I think I swear I used this. Oh, I remember I used this in. Okay, go look. I used this when I made the Donald code. I used the match case for Donald. I remember because... Oh, yeah, okay. Room type. Oh, shoot. No, I actually made a... Okay, I made like... I gave it a string. I gave it a string and it did that. That's what it was. Okay, that will not work then. Alright, we'll just use some if statements then. No need to, like... Can I really not get the class name as like a string? That's like its regular name. Should. Create tween. They skip right to being a tween? I gotta look at all the ones that give a string. Because that would actually... There might be one that just gives a string. ATR. Oh. I think it's in... I think that's auto-translate. Yeah, that's auto-translate. There's an auto-translate in this? That's kind of crazy. The translators are in shambles. Godot just has a translator built in. They're in shambles. Oh my god, it looks like I'm inside of the place now. If I put it behind me. Great. You know, there's no way of seeing her. Yeah, I am sealed away inside of the dungeon. This is like something that someone would put in the background of like their VTuber model. moving behind them. Wait, this is great. I'm gonna use this in videos, I think. Actually, I might. They would use like the actual screensaver though, probably from like old Windows. I haven't seen one of those in forever, actually. Also, we're gonna play some music. I don't know what to play though. Let's see. I'll play the worst one. I'll play the worst OST. It's not the worst OST, but it's pretty. This one, some of them are apparently torturous. Almost forgot to turn it down. Yeah, no, there's no way to get the name of the string. There's zero way. There's a get node or no? That's cool. Wait, that's neat actually. That's really neat. Dude, I feel like I actually am in a dungeon. Yeah, no, there's no way to get it. You get the name as a string. Editor description? How do I give something an editor description? All right, you know what? I'm not going to force. I'm not gonna force it. You know, it's dawning on me that I actually maybe don't need the target. No, I do. I actually do need the target. Unless I pass, like, in the in ready, I pass the... Actually, you know what? I think I do want to do that. Yeah. The current customer and the current enemy. I should probably do that. Now let's put healing effect. And then I'll put blocking effect. Whoops. Yeah, I do want that actually. Var current customer? Because the player's never actually fighting. Did I ever make a base customer? I did. Customer. Our current mob will be a base mob. Actually, wait, did I ever give this a thing? No. We'll just call this mob. I should probably have bosses in this at the very least, though. Actually, the more I think about it. How am I gonna do bosses? I say I hum a lot, huh? Well, it's either I hum or I tick. Can you do like dot class name? Wait, can you actually do that? Okay, I gotta check this. Hold on. Does this compile? Wait. No. It doesn't. It just assumes there's a variable called class name, which that sounds like the worst decision you could do? Doesn't even let you do it. Okay, wait, is there a get class name? Get class. Wait, what does this do? Print. Wait, what if this does something? Node 2D. Right. Get base name. Also node 2D. It was node 2D both times, even though we defined this. Oh well. I feel like I had this problem before too. Okay, so now we can continue on this. If it's a mob attack, we have to check. I actually need to go into the customer and make some things. Var, at export var, I have to make these. This is weird. Max health. Int. Making the customers is gonna be weird. This is one of those moments where you like you can look into the back end and then see what characters can I abuse for the game to make my shop so broken. This is spoilers almost. If I make these on stream, I might not make these on stream. This is like an abusable game mechanic almost. Add export var. Actually, we need like we need more tags. Enum customer classes. I need to go plan which customer classes I want. You know what? I don't really have to plan my customer classes. Yeah, I don't really have to plan my customer classes. There's actually something else I kind of want to do, honestly. I want to make a dictionary, actually. I'm planning ahead a little bit here. Yeah, actually I do need to plan then if I'm gonna do that. Okay. There's gonna be like customer classes. Here's your class on being a customer. Now what you're gonna want to do is spend all of your money at my shop. I think I only need 2 columns. Yeah. Customer, this will be the customer type. And then this is gonna be their favorable effect. And actually I lied, I need 1 more. This is kind of taking from that one game that was popular at some point, but I'm gonna put 1 more column here. Dang, I do not remember this theme at all from this game, from Kingsfield 1. I'm gonna take a little bit from that one game that I remember that I never played all the way through. What is it called? Something called like... Something Craft? Yeah, potion craft. Which I never played all the way through. I don't have favorable ingredients. Make me any card, I don't give a shit, as long as you put rocks in it. I'll pay you double if you put rocks in it. So yeah, I need to... I probably can't do, like, favorable ingredients yet, but I can do... Actually, I can. I can do something with favorable ingredients a little bit, actually. I take it back. Alright, we're gonna have a customer of peasant type. Some characters might not even go to dungeon, actually. Some characters might just be customers. And all they want is, like, a favorable healing effect. I typed Heaveling. What? Healing. And that's it. I don't think the peasant needs anything else. What's he gonna do with dash rating? The world... this... We have entered the spider rooms. This game's universe does not have police brutality. We don't need dodge. The peasants don't need dodge rating. Oh, I did. Did I? Just unescape real quick. Why did I put it in the far corner? Oh, because it changed size. Right. Forgot. Wait, I did that the wrong way, actually. The hallways got thin. I wonder if you can right click. Can you do like maintain aspect ratio? No? Okay. But yeah, the peasant doesn't need anything other than healing. He's just good with healing card effect. And we'll have a rogue. That guy will like damage. That guy will like dodge rating effect, and he'll like damage over time. The customers are generic. They're kind of basic. It'll be like a warrior. He likes armor effect. Oh yeah, the rogue will also like dark damage, right? I gotta type dark. And then the warrior will like fire. No, he won't like fire. What am I talking about? He's gonna like earth. And that's it. He doesn't care if he doesn't damage is whatever, honestly, for the warrior. He just likes armor and earth. Then we'll have a wizard, elemental, just once. I don't know how I'm gonna program this though. I think I'll have to do a special check for this. Whenever I do like the customer, whenever I do this customer sale, you know, I will have to do a special check to see if the item has elemental. Dude, I don't think I fit through these hallways. I think I barely fit. In the dungeon behind me. Oh yeah, right. He also likes magic shield. Also just once, though. Just one check for Magic Shield. See, each of these can be checked once, easily. But Magic Shield and Elemental, there could be multiple types of Magic Shield and Elemental. No, it's okay. The halls will be widened next time. These are all I can think of for like customers. So let's start implementing them. Or, you know, is this the boss fight music? It's like Pokemon music almost. Wait. Oh wait, I did the wrong thing. Oops. I'm not implementing anything, but I want this to be a dictionary. We'll say customer... I'm blinking what I call this. Oh, customer preferences. How did I forget the word preferences? It'll be a dictionary. And we'll say the first one, which was peasant, gonna have to be a string. I forgot I need to put a colon here. And then we'll say an array, and it will be just effect tags dot heal. Am I allowed to do that? I am allowed to do that. And you know, I actually think I think it would be helpful if I wrote it this way. And we have rogue. And we'll have that, and then we'll have effect tags dot... Oh shoot. I am block in block effect. Did I have a block types? I did. I forgot to... I was supposed to hit Control X, not that. We'll have block types dot dodge rating, and we'll have... Oh, I need to have that one too. No, wait. We'll just have to manually check for the rogue, whether or not it's damage over time or not. And then we'll have... Okay. When does this music play? Epilogue? If it just starts playing the epilogue, I will turn it off. I think I'm actually about to run out of playlist here. I'm about to play the whole playlist of Kingsfield 1. This is like some space game music. We're gonna do something special here. Whoa, did I walk into a... Did my thing walk into a wall? I think it did. Oh, should I make like a tag for it maybe? Like a new tag? Oh, apparently this is for ending. I wonder if I should ever play this game again, Kingsfield 1. You know what? We'll have like something special for Wizard. It'll be... Oh, I escaped again. I don't know if I should just put like a string in there or something. Oops. Alright, I gotta go to the restroom. I'll be back. And the music stopped too. Sorry for being gone so long. I finally broke the curse of not being able to use the restroom. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to make this a special thing. Wow, I never escaped, huh? We're gonna have to just call this like an element, like I guess we'll just call this something like element check in quotes and then magic shield check. You know, we're just gonna have to do that for the customer preferences. Anyway, I guess that means that we need a at export var customer type, and this will be of type tags dot wait, customer preferences. What? Hello? How come I can't find customer preferences? Alright, hold on. Oh my Godot is glitching out. Hold on, let me reload it. Wait, I haven't been able to poop in a few days, and so I'm glad that I've finally been able to. I thought I was gonna have some health complications. Randomly. So... Do you know now? Are you not confused anymore now? No, it's still confused. It still doesn't know if tags has this customer preferences. You know, it's probably just the case that you can't have... Can you make this a const, or is that not a no-go? I'm not gonna change it, so yeah, I mean, like, this is fine. This is not an enum, though. Not a valid type, huh? You know, we can just do this, actually. Am I allowed to also just do, like, customer types dot peasant? Or is that also no-go? No, that's allowed. That's allowed. You're allowed to do that. Okay. Rogue, warrior, wizard. And, you know, this list probably just keeps growing, honestly. I'm still not out. Wow. Oh, you know, I haven't talked about how my Instagram has evolved in a while, have I? Probably because nothing has happened. Nothing ever happens now. They banned all of the furries. Except for the one that I'm following. actually don't know if that's true. I just it just what is I don't know what's happening with Instagram. I don't I just I don't stay on long enough to even look. Am I still getting the Pokemon abuse? No, I just get comics now. I just get comics from the one creator. There actually aren't any. There really aren't any furries anymore. It's just the one creator that I'm following. The one singular comic creator who's a furry. That's it. They're all gone. Been replaced with regular comics with humans. Regular humans, I mean. Smooth skins. That's the term I'll use. Smooth skins, like from Fallout. Anyway, yeah, the last time that I ever gave an update though on Instagram, I don't remember if you were here whenever I talked about it. There was Pokemon domestic abuse. Maybe that's why they're gone now. Pokemon domestic abuse. I may have already talked about it actually. Okay, wait. So let me go back to the auto battle system. So yeah, no. After that, it was Pokemon domestic abuse. I talked about that, but I guess you weren't here. There was like a Gardevoir being bit by a Vaporeon, and the Vaporeon actually caused the Gardevoir to bleed, and it was kind of crazy actually. And I don't think it was AI either. And then there was like a crushed picture. There was a crushed picture with the Vaporeon in the picture, and it was ridiculous. It was actually insane. It was insane how ridiculous it was. It was ridiculous how insane it was. It was something that it was gore. It was gore of your comfort characters. Anyway, in handle effect, I'm gonna say like I gotta check the effect that elemental type, and then this is we need this part. Mob element will equal this, and then we need to say var current. Actually, wait. Hmm. You know, it's dawning on me that customers there needs to be an order in which I take stats away from the customer, like defensive block wise. And the order should probably be like magic or no. Yeah, magic shield, then dodge rating, then armor. It needs to take those in that order. So that means in customer I need some things. I need a var current armor. I need a var current magic shield. And then I need a var magic shield type parentheses tags dot elemental types. These should be ints. This should be an int. I also need to, whenever I go to handle how the elemental types work, I need to basically make one element override another element. I need also var dodge current dodge rating int. And so now in here, so every single mob attack is just damage, but it can also be damage over time. Did I establish that it can be damage over time? Yes. I did. Okay. Next, I have to take into account the player's armor and the player's... Oh, you know what? Actually, not the player, obviously, the customer. The customer needs the health pool, right? var we need like we're kind of building the layers here. Var current health int equals max health. It starts off as max health, obviously, and then in auto battle we'll have to do current customer. Okay, current customer dot current. Actually, I have to do like a string of checks in a row, and I can't do it in the way of a match case. Actually, I have to do it because these are very specific checks. If current armor is greater than 0. No, sorry, wait, we gotta do this in the right order. If current... Wait, sorry, if current customer dot current magic shield is greater than 0, then I need to get var current customer dot... How come I can't see it? How come it's not helping me? Why? Rude. Magic. Wait, no, sorry. Var. That's why I'm having trouble. Var customer magic. My brain just exploded. That's what happened. Type equals magic shield type. And now we have to put the calculation. And we'll say attack, comma, defense. We'll be specific, actually. Attack type, defense type. Attack, damage, defense, damage. I'm spelling defense with a C instead of an S. Okay. The question is, how do I do this? How do I make this look elegant and not just like a bunch of if statements? Or not even if statements, a bunch of match cases. Actually, wait, maybe it's just one match case. Also, I should be specific here. This is gonna be an elemental or tags dot elemental types. Let me put pass here for now. And then this one's a tags dot elemental types. And oh my god, I've made the function header so big I need to wrap it around. Attack damage and defense damage is gonna be an int, and that's an int as well. Really helpful that I can't scroll any further than this. Let me think. Match defense type. Oh, whoops, defense type tags dot elemental types dot none. I gotta make all of these, obviously. Whoops. What's the order that I put these in? No, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Fire, water. Whoops. Earth. Wind. The elemental nations were at peace until the dark nation appeared. At least the nun nation was there, though. No, actually, you know what? I don't actually have to do too much. All I have to do here is 3 checks each time. But I do have to do a match inside of a match. This is a match inside. Match attack type to another match inside. Tags dot elemental types dot none. Tags dot elemental types dot dark. And then what's the default? No, it's like this. Like that, right? The default is that if it's that, then it's that. So geez. Okay. My goodness, nested match cases. I have truly lost it. And I have to do this in each one. There's 3 outcomes. It's either you take triple, you take double, or you take single. Those are the 3 outcomes. Is this even more effective than just putting if statements at this point? I feel like this is the same thing. I feel like this is the same effectiveness. You know, actually, Yeah, maybe. Probably. I think I have a better idea too. Wait, do I? Maybe I just have this somewhere already. Let me check in the effect. You know what? Actually, yes, you're right. You're right. I have an idea of how you can do it. This feels terrible. I'm gonna make a new thing. Um, font elemental chart. And basically the idea here will be, all right, dictionary equals. No, I know what to do. I'm going to do in here, we're gonna do elemental types dot none colon, and then we're gonna say so the first one, dictionary containing type weaknesses and resistances. And then we're gonna say, oh, I should probably specify that P is the type array element, 1 is the weakness, or no, is the, actually no, I shouldn't even have to put that in there. It's just I should just have to put the weakness. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is easier than I think it is. I don't know why I was thinking I need to keep like all three. Yeah. Type colon, or sorry. Alright, this is, we'll put this down and then I'll think about how I do this. The thing is, the types are kind of like, I only need half of them. Yeah, there's only one weakness for each type. I think I only need half. Do I only need half of them, or do I need both sides of it? This is confused. This is kind of confusing, actually. You know what? Yeah, we'll just elemental weak. Well, this will just be called elemental weaknesses. And this will be like this dot dark colon elemental. We'll have to put the permutations of them too. I forgot to put a comma there. The thing is, they kind of just bump against each other. Wait, actually, did I have them just bump against each other? Let me go check the type chart again. When you are playing Pokemon for the first time. What is the type chart? Yeah, I do just have them bump against each other like 3 Like fire is effective against water, but also water is effective against fire when attacking. Did I do that or should I make it cyclical? Like, should I make fire... Should I make earth weak to fire, which is... And then wind is weak to earth, but water is weak to wind, and then fire is weak to water? That would be copying exactly a game that I played a long time ago, I think. Yeah, you know what? I think I might do that. I'm gonna go change the type chart then. Because it kind of doesn't make any sense, does it? Kind of doesn't make any sense. Okay, wait. The shield is this part. The damage is this part. If you use a fire on a fire, it's 1. If you use a water on a fire, it's 3. If you use earth on fire, it's 2. If you use wind on fire, it's 3. Okay, yeah. Those are all good. If you use a fire on a water, it should be 1 actually. Oh, right. Wait. Fire is good against... What did I say? Did I say fire is good against earth? Yeah, probably. Actually, I don't know if I want to do that now. You know what? Actually, yeah, we'll say that. Well, we'll have it that way. Water on water, earth on... I said water is good against fire, but then wind is good against water. I've created such a problem for myself doing this. Okay. So wind is effective against earth. No, wind is effective against water. You know what? I gotta just draw a picture of it. I actually have to draw a picture of it. Just so I can make this type chart, I have to draw a picture of it. All right. Something has happened to my brain. Okay. Earth. Let's use the fill. Earth. So like earth, wind, water, fire. And then we have over here dark and physical. These two just hit each other all week. This is effective against... This is weak, and then this is resist. This is weak, this is resist. So earth will resist fire, or fire will resist earth. Weak, resist. Weak, resist. Okay. I think this helps a lot for me. Okay. I don't know why I struggled so much. Also, I don't even have MS Paint. I don't have MS Paint. What's MS Paint? Okay. So if the damage is wind, then it's not effective against earth. So this will deal like nothing. If the damage is fire and you have a shield that's earth, then it will deal 3. Okay. If the damage is fire, normal. If the damage is water, it will deal less. If the damage is earth, it will deal 3 times. And then there's nothing to change for dark and physical / neutral. Okay. In that case, I actually do need to do like this. Elemental chart. We're going to do this again. And resistances. First element is weakness. Oops, if I could type weakness. Second element is strength, is resistance. I'm gonna change this to an array. And we're gonna say that's this one, if it's element none, then actually they only have the one. So I guess just to be consistent, we'll just say like I misspelled elemental. Dot none. Just to be consistent, I suppose. And then for these, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna say they're weak to water, and then they're weak to, or they resist earth. Just double check that I didn't mess this up. Okay, good. And then we'll say we gotta do elemental types dot earth, or no, water, and then elemental type. Oh, you know, I'm gonna call this types chart. So it doesn't, so that whenever I type elemental, it doesn't do something else. Wind. I actually want elemental types dot earth first. So okay. And now we go this one will be weak against wind, and it will resist fire. Earth is kind of shaping up to be more like plants. More like the grass type from Pokemon, isn't it? Wait, what am I doing? This is weak against earth, and it resists elemental types dot water. And now in here, life is gonna be a lot easier, I think. Hold on. Oh god. There's so much that I actually can't go up correctly. Oh, shoot. There. Okay. Var weaknesses or defense, like we'll just say WR equals defense type, and we'll have to say tags dot type chart sub defense type. And now all I have to do is 3 check. If defense type equals attack type. Actually, I should do this before I even do this. And the more I think about it, why am I having this? This is actually just going to be something that edits the damage and spits it back at them. So this will just return attack damage. Next we'll have if attack type equals defense type, or defense WR sub 0, then we'll have to say return attack damage times 3. And actually, I take it back. I do want to do this first before doing anything, because the more I think about it, I can put 2 different checks in one thing. Or defense, or no, attack type equals defense WR sub 1. And then this will just say return attack damage times 2. Wow, that's a lot less lines of code. Oh my god. What a good idea that was to do this. Hmm. My life could have been pain, but it wasn't pain. Good. Let's do element calculation, mob element. Oh, I actually only need this if I'm doing this in here too. When I think about it. Oops. Wait, yeah, that's the attack type. Customer magic shield type to comma 0. Hold on. I gotta go get what I called that variable. Actually, I didn't call any variables. Oh, wait, no, it's in mob attack. I just called it damage. Okay. Damage. And this will be at var actual damage equals. And then I think I can do like this, right? Oh, whoops. It'd be better if I do like that. And then we run up against a problem that if if the customer's magic shield is less than the double, yeah, okay. I gotta do some more math here. Actually, oops. Let me think. So hmm. Armor will just take whatever damage it is at at like 1, because armor is gonna get not gonna be that big. So will dodge rating, because dodge rating only lasts a turn while armor lasts forever. Magic shield will last for the entire fight. And so if they break magic shield, the rest of the damage should go into your armor. So I actually need to do some calculating. So if I have like 15, if I have like 14 none armor, and I get hit with a dark move, I'll take 3 times the none damage. If I'm hit for like, if I'm hit for like 6 none damage, I mean 6 dark damage, and so that turns into 18, and I had 15 magic shield. And that means it would leave 3 damage more. Would that be unfair? Should that 3 damage be turned back into the original? The thing I actually have to ask is, would it be unfair if I just said like, it brings your magic shield down to 0 and then the rest of the damage is ignored? No, that's probably too broken. That's like that would be like the equivalent of the buffer effect, kind of, in Slay the Spire, which is, I mean, that effect is really bad because you can only do it so often. But it's like a nice bonus to have. But if every magic shield was buffer effect, that would be too broken, I think. So instead, I think I have to like, I have to do some special things. I have to do some special calculations. Actually, you know what? We're gonna return something else, actually. Um, we're gonna return something else. We need to do const elemental weakness mult equals 3. Const elemental neutral mult equals 2. And then I guess const elemental resist mult equals 1. And then in here we need to say that this will return elemental resist mult, elemental weakness mult, elemental neutral mult. And that means attack damage isn't used at all. You can get rid of that. And then I need to do var damage mult will be this. And then we'll say that the magic shield current customer dot current magic shield will equal. So actually, let me put a comment at the top real quick. For mobs, there is only attacks. The damage is taken from the customer in this order. Magic shield, then dodge rating, then armor. Dodge rating and armor are 1-to-1. Damage exchanges. While magic shield uses types. Okay, there. That's helpful. That's helpful to write, I think. And then I'm going to write out what I'm going to do here. When calculating magic shield first, the magic shield take the multiplied damage then the remaining damage will be divided by the mult. Minimum 1. I think that's good. Because division, it'll just like, it doesn't keep remainders, right? Therefore, I need to do this will equal current magic shield minus effect dot damage times damage mult. I have to put this in parentheses because I want to put it on a new line. If shoot. This is the longest ternary ever. Holy crap. Is greater than 0. Is greater than or equal to 0. Else 0. Wait, that actually works? Oh, wait. Oh, whoops. Yeah, this is ridiculous. And it's just because, it's literally just because I have really long names. It has nothing to do with the fact that this is like bad practice anyway. Like if I replaced all of these words with 1 and like just the numbers 1 and 2 or just x and y, this would all fit in one line. If x dot y minus z dot a times b, sorry, it would just be like, actually, would it? Let's see if it would fit. X dot y would equal x dot y minus z dot a times b if if x dot y minus z dot a times b is greater than or equal to 0. See, it literally would fit. It would fit. It's just the name. And then if I put the else 0, it's like nothing. It would literally fit. It's kind of crazy how it's really kind of crazy actually. Oops. If current customer dot current magic shield has become 0 and effect, whoops. You know what, actually, maybe there's something I can do here. Var multiplied damage equals effect. Here, let me change this to multiplied damage. You're right. Does that exist? Is there like a max? Is it math? Oh, it's just there's a max function? Alright. That's a good point then. I don't need the ternary then. Here, we'll do these. There. We'll do that, and then we'll do 0, comma 0. Get rid of this stuff. It still takes 2 lines. Also, I typed a dash instead of a 0. Oh, but I still needed that if statement, huh? How did I delete it? If third customer that current magic shield equals 0 and wait. I think I need the multiplied damage after the damage dealt. Hold on, let me think. Var post damage, post attack damage equals. No, actually, I have to solve this afterwards, huh? Var post attack damage equals multiplied damage minus current, wait, hold on. Var old MS. We're just gonna use MS. I'm getting. I should have just called it MS. I should have just called it MS. Honestly, I really should have. If post-attack damage is greater than 0, then I have to take post-attack damage and divide it by a number. Equals max between post-attack damage divided by damage mult, comma, 1. Okay. Next thing I need to do actually is say var damage, damage to deal will equal effect dot damage, which means I guess I can make this damage to deal. And actually this is damage to deal. All of this for just the current magic shield. It is mostly just grabbing things though. It is mostly just grabbing things. Alright, if current customer dot current dodge rating is greater than 0. We're gonna say current customer dot current dodge rating. Actually, it's simpler for dodge rating. I actually just have to say and current customer dot current dodge rating is greater than. Wait, no. I have to do this inside. If current customer dot current dodge rating is greater than damage to deal, then we need to just say current customer dot current dodge rate, or yeah, will become 0 because it wears off at the end of the turn. Then otherwise current customer dot, oh my god. Actually, that happens regardless, doesn't it? Yeah, you know what, actually this happens regardless. It should be this way then. Damage to deal minus equals current dodge rating. There. And then in here I should say current customer dot current dodge rating will equal 0. And then we'll say if current... Dude, the word current has lost all meaning for me. This is the only one that doesn't wear off, so... we need to do... current... Okay, damage to deal minus equals current customer dot current armor. And then we also have to do current customer dot... well, actually, hold on. Okay, this one I can do the thing that I was gonna do in dodge rating. If current customer, the current armor is greater than damage to deal. And in that case, we will just do this. And then we'll just say damage to deal equals 0. Then in the other case, it's just the other way around. That actually has to be less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to that. Otherwise, we just say current customer.current armor equals 0, and then damage to deal. Oh wait, whoops. We actually have to do this first. Minus equals current customer.current armor, and then we have to apply a health damage to the character. Sorry. Then we have to say if damage to deal is still greater than 0, we take it from the health then. I'm gonna take all this stuff and I'll put in different functions. This is like insanity actually. My current customer.current health minus equals damage to deal. Okay. So we're gonna make a func magic or handle magic shield interaction. And that will require damage. Gonna take all of this. Equals this will shoot. This should just be damage, shouldn't it? Yeah, this should just be damage. And actually this needs the full effect the more I think about it. Shoot. I do want to change the actual damage. Wait, no, I don't actually. Wait a minute. No, I don't want to do that. This is going to change it in code and it's variable. No, I don't want to do that actually. Wait. We need to pass it a damage to deal. I take it back. We need the effect and the damage to deal for this one. This should edit damage to deal, right? So now I just say in here handle magic shield interaction effect, comma effect dot damage. No, wait. We need a damage to var damage to deal will equal effect dot damage. And then we have to do... Actually, what... I need to move this in here, too. Hold on. And we're gonna make it all on the right thing. This is one of the funniest things you can do in Godot, really. The fact that you can select multiple lines with your cursor. What a weird thing, isn't it? And for the dodge rating, I'll put that down here because this is like the order in which they're called. I just need the damage to deal for this. Whoa, those are all out of whack. Oh, I forgot to put a colon here. I'm realizing I think I'm missing something, actually. Yeah, I'm missing something here. I actually do need an else. Damage to deal equals 0. You know what? Actually, wait a minute. I think I can use max and min for this. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna make some fail first parts here. We're gonna make some fail first bits here. I don't have to do this check, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I just have to say damage to deal will equal max between damage to deal minus current customer dodge rating comma 0. And then this is always happening. And then in here, I need to check and damage to deal still greater than 0. And we'll do the same thing here for this one. Okay, funk, handle, armor, interaction, damage to deal. And then copy all this. And I can actually just do the same thing here, huh? I can actually just do the same thing here. Except I need to keep some old variables. Then I want to do that, and then I want to do I gotta flip this, obviously. What is my niece texting me? What? I think she may be bored. Oh yeah, wait. Minus old armor. And then here's where I do handle armor interaction, damage to deal. Why did I not type? There it is. There we go. So basically this part does the elemental check, then we do the dodge rating interaction, because the way they wear off his magic shield wears off after a fight ends, but also magic shield has elemental types, so it should probably be subtracted from first. Then dodge rating ends at the end of the turn, so it should be subtracted from next. And I'm basically doing the player a service, honestly, doing this. I'm basically doing doing them a service. You know, I'm letting them keep their most important defenses. Supplement your character with all 3 types of defense. This is a Path of Exile style armor system. Oh my god. Except it's a Path of Exile style armor system used in the way of used in the way of it's basically a Path of Exile style defense system, but used in the way of Slay the Spire or something. Super wonk. There we go. And just like that, I've handled the mob attacks. I'm realizing I didn't handle damage over time. I don't know if I'm going to handle damage over time. I don't know how I'm going to handle damage over time. Maybe damage over time will just ignore... will just deal itself like normal or something. Like it'll just do it statically without having any effect on Magic Shield. Like it'll just take from Magic Shield first every single turn. It will just take from whatever every single turn. I'll have to think about how I want to do damage over time if I'm going to give the mobs damage over time. So I think honestly that maybe all the damage over time effects for mobs will just take from your defenses and not hurt you. Or maybe even ignore them. Oh my god. I think my niece just watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's over. Alright. Anyway, I think I've scrambled my brain enough. I think we're done here. This stuff I can't even do because I haven't I haven't built the pieces yet, but the mob attack is so simple that I think that this is sufficient. Alrighty. I've been out of the prison for so long now. But alas, this is the end for today's dev stream. Tune in a few minutes whenever we play Omori, like a few hours, like about an hour from now. Play some Omori. You know, just for old time's sake. Omori. Alrighty. See ya. In like 50 minutes. I might honestly do it later or something. I might do it a little later. Bye bye. And also, fuck Trump.